Good evening and welcome to the 2012 Wabash Telephone Annual Meeting. This is a celebration of 60 years for Wabash Telephone. And in that celebration, we thought it would be nice to put a video together showing how Wabash Telephone came to be, where we've been, and where we plan on going in the future. I hope you enjoy this video.
In 1952, they started trying to get equities and memberships for this outfit. Von Brown was the only one working. He was doing it all. He was managing the old Magneto phone company and looking for memberships. And that went on for about 3 years, and we still didn't have them all. And I come along, and I'd been laid off on oil field for a few days, and he said, "Does a working guy get a job?" And he said, "Right here." I said, "I don't know nothing about your telephone." He said, "You will."
The Louisville and Bible Grove exchanges were the first exchanges that the co-op purchased from Daniels Telephone Company in 1952. The first member meeting was held in March of 1953. Von Brown and board members would go door to door to sign up co-op telephone members. In the early years, there was a dedicated group of switchboard operators, among which included Maud Bowen and Ella Dow. Ella's niece recalls the days of having the switchboard in their home.
She worked there at that switchboard 35 years, and it was a lot different. That switchboard right there just reminds me of the one we had in the house so much, and they'd plug that in and answer, Bible Grove switchboard, You know, you'd plug it in, and she'd say it's like whoever I was wanting, 2 longs and a short, or 2 shorts and a long, short and a long. And
you had to call the operator on the crank phone and ask her then, tell her what number you wanted or what family you wanted. And then she would hook you up.
I'll never forget those men coming in from the oil field, though, waiting for their calls. They had to have a lot of patience. That was one thing that took longer than anything, was them to get their calls through. I can just see them sitting on the floor taking a nap.
And in the country, they had the family phones that run, maybe one phone, there would be 5 or 6 different people on it.
There was a lot of eavesdropping on them old phones. You go out there to try to work on the line, and you just about had to go along and remove a certain bunch of them because they just wouldn't stay off long enough for you to work on it and read the meters.
Everybody could pick up the phone that they wanted to because it rang, and you could listen in to your neighbor and get all the latest information.
Wabash Telephone Co-op was approved for its first REA loan in October of 1954, and construction began. An REA resident engineer supervised the construction.
The REA man came out and showed us how to install a phone. And he said you should average 6 a day. Well, we decided it would be lucky if you could do 2 a day after watching Duve's first one, but it wasn't long we could do 15 of them in a day.
Well, there's a big difference between going to a telephone and cranking and hoping you get somebody will answer, and you finally end up with somebody, and big difference between picking it up and dialing a number. And you can dial all over the United States, and if you want to pay the bill, you can get out of the country, I guess.
Wabash Telephone Co-op continued to expand into other areas, and the long-range goal was to replace dated open wire and cable with buried facilities and upgrade from party lines to single-line service.
And from then on, we went to getting a little bit of help in here. Hired some boys to help install telephones.
Oh, I'll never forget when we changed over. We were so proud to have that telephone in there, in the house.
Our first office was housed in the 2nd floor of the Lester Kincaid building on the square until fire destroyed the building in 1958. We then moved to our current location, which has been remodeled and expanded over the years. Wabash Telephone Co-op has built a strong workforce and offered more services to its co-op members throughout the years. New equipment was purchased to help the company serve members more efficiently.
I can't tell you when we got a bucket truck. We got one not too long before I retired, because we had a ladder truck ahead of that. That's what I used when I was working it.
In 1982, Independent Telecom Associates was incorporated. ITA offers a variety of services, including business telephone systems and cell phone services. In 1995, Wabash Independent Networks was formed. WIN offers long-distance, high-speed internet, cable TV video TV service, and computer sales and repair to our members. These subsidiaries are housed in the conveniently located Flora complex. In 2004, a new warehouse was built in Louisville that houses our company vehicles, construction equipment, and supplies. As technology has changed, so has Wabash Telephone Co-op, transitioning from multi-party lines to single lines with touch-tone phones, cordless phones, cell phones. The days of slow dial-up internet speeds are over. Now we have speeds up to 3 megabytes per second. We now also offer over 200 video channels to our membership. We are continuing to add fiber to more homes every day. We will always offer our members the best technology available, because without our members' support for the last 60 years, we wouldn't exist.
When people would call from other companies wanting to know if we'd be interested in telephone service, I normally would tell them no, we wouldn't be interested in anything else. Plus, we have a connection with it through our family, which was on at that time. I used to tell him when he was working here, I said, you got one of the best jobs in Clay County. Don't mess it up.
And it's the people that have made this company. Without them, we wouldn't have nothing. And I think they've got a bunch of good employees to work for them.
As you can see, we've come a long way in 60 years, and we got a long way to go. I hope you enjoy the evening, and God bless.
What telephone, telegraph, and tell a woman, and some of that's still correct, I guess.